everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's ways. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, this is just basic football right here because we're getting right down to it. Toss sweep. So for the offense, you're often pulling linemen to get out ahead of your blocker. And if you're the defensive guys, either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
Black round! Black round! Come on, let's go! Black round! Black round!
Play clock winding down. Prescott now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go!
3rd and long for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 88 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
Because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Whitehead, the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's a direct snap to Elliott. And some space here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go!
Wildcat look. It's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at corner that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
After the run, now Romo going to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And now
trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back, what do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out.
To the right. Second down, Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League. A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Elliott, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school, and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. Back to throw. Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's connection numero uno. Tony Romo going to Desmond Damon Bryant.
And how about the chemistry those two have built up over the years? You know, everybody always sees Dez as being so demonstrative on the sidelines, like he's upset about things. He just wants his quarterback to know he wants the ball, and he's going to make plays for him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion here is Witten. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They come out here in the eye. They give to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough comes of flu, and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and mini camps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott now. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Romo on third down. That's caught at the 3. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they're going to speed things up here. First and goal, they'll look to smash it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Prescott on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the Cowboys will punt it on fourth down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott to throw it. Letting one go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here come the Cowboys. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. Next round.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the... And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
This is Elliott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Romo. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The play clock's running down. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. 8
yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Let's go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
From the 2-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They go back to the air here, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They come out here in the eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion here is Witten. Now Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Play clock winding down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. throwing for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and 2, it's Romo. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Here we go, here we go.
Elliott, toss right. Uses this stiff arm. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. On the run, Dunbar. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Romo gives to Elliott. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey Good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, you always hate to lose, obviously, but a division loss stings just a touch more for many reasons.
That's because you have too much familiarity. It's almost like battling your brother or your neighborhood rival. You know them so well, and they get to lord it over you just a little bit longer.
And there's only a select amount of teams in the divisions. There's only 4, and so when you go back and forth so often, there is that familiarity. It just makes it hurt, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and when you're thinking long range and you're thinking playoffs, winning your division is the way to get to the playoffs.